Hey guys, Mark Holmes here. As always, thank you guys for watching, commenting, and subscribing to the Joe Blue Sports Report because you guys know this doesn't work without you guys. I'm actually still here working my ass off in my man cave, or excuse me, in my workshop. Um, what's happening? How you doing? I can't read that from here. Some interesting news. Nick Foles is expected to be signed by the Jacksonville Jaguars. He is leaving the NFC. Is it snowing? No, it's raining here. Just raining. How are we doing? So that's gonna, well, don't have to worry about Nick Foles anymore. It's snowing hard as hell. Oh, damn. Victor, where do you live at, Victor? Um, so the power shift in the NFC East, of course, now it's just Carson Wentz, of course. I think that's going to be interesting to see if he can stay upright. And it's funny because going into last year, think about this. People were looking at the Dallas Cowboys having the worst quarterback situation in the NFC East. Some people were. Remember that. They talked about, well, you got Alex Smith with the Redskins. You saw what he's done in Kansas City. Steady, real consistent guy. He'll be better with the Redskins. Of course, you got two-time Super Bowl MVP Eli Manning, of course, with the Giants. Of course, two-time Super Bowl MVP's got to be better than Dak Prescott. And then you had Carson Wentz and Nick Foles. Yeah. Okay. So right now, how are we looking at the quarterback situation in the NFC East? We definitely aren't the worst since the Redskins only have one quarterback even on the roster. I've been tomorrow I've got to put these install these tomorrow, so get a little extra work in. And I've also got to get my locker. Oh, guys, hold on one second here. Give me a second here because I'm old and I've got bad knees. How's it look? Okay. Sucks getting old. But take a look over here. Look at this. Bam. In fact, here, let's go over here. Guys. Welcome the newest addition to the Joe Boo's Man Cave. I had some people who said I was a liar about building the other lockers downstairs. Yeah, I built these all three years apart. So here it is. All I got to do is actually take it downstairs and install it. Bam. Got our door, our lock up top here. We got storage up underneath of it. All I got to do is run all the new wiring stuff in there. For the there'll be actually a TV mount in here because I'll put another TV in this one like in the other one. So I'll sit in the middle one, and we'll be able to Skype in two people on each side of it, and we can have kind of like our own around the horn type deal. I'm hoping. I've got big plans for the channels, guys. I've got huge plans for the channel. In fact, hold on. I'm messing up here. Let me put this on here. Check this out. I'm constantly upgrading. This is actually like a Rhodes shotgun mic that you plug into the cell phone, so that way you've got a cone of sound, so it blocks out a lot of the noise that you normally hear. When a cell phone's microphone sucks. And if any of you are thinking about doing YouTube and all that, you don't necessarily have to spend a whole lot of money to get started because that mic's like $50. But the sound quality is so much better than just a straight cell phone. And I would recommend one of these to anybody who's doing this stuff. But I've been sitting here thinking, Jacksonville is looking right now. Let me pull this a little closer. Jacksonville is looking like, because I can see comments, but I can't read them from there. Jacksonville's realizing that their window's closing. You can't hold on to Calais Campbell. He's in the tail end of his career. The defensive stuff is getting older. So you want to do something now while you still have those players. And I dare say that's where we are with our Dallas Cowboys right now. Because think about this. Your windows are very, very short. Todd Gurley right now, he didn't play much the rest of the season and in the Super Bowl because he's got arthritis in the knees. I've got arthritis in the knees. You saw how hard it was for me to get my ass up off the floor. Granted, I've got a lot more miles on me and things, but you don't know how long great running backs are going to be able to run. Now, think about this. If he's dealing with arthritis, okay, and I've got arthritis in my knees, and it's one of those things, it just gets stiff. It hurts. He could, you will play through anything to play in a Super Bowl. Yet you see how little he actually played. So you have to start being concerned that maybe he's beginning to break down and he's going to have chronic problems. I'm not saying that he's not going to be able to play, this year, next year, or whatever, but you got to start realizing that you only have so long with those great running backs. And that's where you look at a team like even Seattle. Think back to just a few years ago how dominant the Seattle Seahawks defense was. Think about that. Because when they won the Super Bowl, it wasn't okay. Russell Wilson was a good quarterback, but Russell Wilson was not anything special until his fourth year. He never had higher than 23 touchdown passes in any of his first 3 years. But it was that defense that was ranked number one for 3 years. Number one 3 years in points, and then I think seventh and then 13th. So it's a short window. And if you're the Dallas Cowboys right now, you got to realize that what you have now done is you've turned the page. That old team is gone. You've got a bunch of young stud pups that have talent, that have experience. And you only have a couple of years with that. And the other thing, I almost don't want to say this because I don't want to start rumors. But I'm worried about Jerry Jones. How you doing, Twan? Oh, Twan, man, how you doing? The sexy goat. How you doing, sexy goat? John House, Victor, Antonio Brown projected to go to the Redskins. And that's where. Whoa. Here's the thing. If you're Antonio Brown, think about that. You had Big Ben thrown to you, which Big Ben is a diva. We know that. But you still had Big Ben thrown to you. If you go to the Redskins, it ain't about winning. They don't even have a quarterback. They don't have a quarterback. And that's where, when you start thinking about Earl Thomas right now, because Earl Thomas is talking about $15 million and all that. Now, you remember Antonio Brown, because sometimes the grass isn't always greener. Antonio Brown, oh man, I want to be a free agent. I want guaranteed money. I want to pick where I want to go. Everything's going to be great. But you know what he's going to find out if he goes to the Redskins? Ooh. Maybe I was better off in Pittsburgh. The DeMarco Murray syndrome. He was better off in Dallas than going to Philadelphia. He got paid. But you see what that season was. And all of a sudden, Antonio Brown, a lot of people are looking at like, you want how much money? Oh. And you do what on social media? And you're how old? Oh, no. There's not going to be as many offers as you think. Remember when Rob Ryan got fired by us? I'll be unemployed for 5 minutes. Yeah. I believe he's at the Washington Redskins right now, too. So, Earl Thomas. Okay. Let's use another example here. Dez Bryant. Baltimore. You mean 3 years, $21 million? That's it. I don't need that. Don't need it. Come on. I'm worth more than that. Now, he did go to a good team, but only for $500,000 for 1 year. So, Earl may want 15. Reality may be something totally different. Butt fumble. Yeah, again, it's like the Redskins. Give me your tired, you're hoard. You're poor. I mean, you're tired, you're hungry, you're poor. You're broke down old player and everything else. As long as you got a name, We want you here in Washington because we can sell jerseys. It's what the Redskins always do. They're always the offseason champions. When you think of the Hainsworth $100 million contract, oh, we got a good defense. We put Hainsworth in here. We're going to be great. Yeah. Bruce Smith. Well, he got the sack record here in Washington, but that was it. You can look at prime time coming here, way after his prime time. Yeah. Alvin Harper, he stole it. It was so bad that Jason Taylor, in his acceptance speech in the Hall of Fame, said, "Thank you, Dan Snyder, for letting me steal money from you." So, yeah, signing Antonio Brown, that sounds about like it. And that will be another one of those where it will blow up in their face. And you know what? I'm happy for the Washington Redskins. Well, Nick Foles is a streaky quarterback, and here's the thing that I think Nick Foles is fool's gold. Nick Foles had one really good year in Philadelphia before he left with the Rams, and damn, I've got the other team. He didn't do jack. He's good in limited work, but I don't think he's going to be the answer for Jacksonville. I really just don't see that. I think that's going to be one that is kind of. Here's the problem. There's not quarterbacks out there. There are not very many quarterbacks out there. It's desperation. Well, the Eagles, their biggest problem is going to be is they still have a bunch of people they have to sign, and they don't have cap money, and they're going to have some holes, and they've got some guys that are beginning to get up there. They're going to have to let go of somebody like Jason Peters, possibly, or try and see if he'll restructure his deal. There's a couple other players that they're going to have to deal with, and they need some more players. Don't get me wrong. They're going to still be a really good team, and you never know how some of the young guys will respond. But, in the grand scheme of things, I say it's a two-horse race in the NFC East right now. It'll be the Redskins and the Eagles. Excuse me, Cowboys and the Eagles. Why did I say Redskins? I know somebody's going to make that a meme. But the Redskins, it's dysfunctional. The Redskins, they need to just draft a quarterback. That's what they really need to do. Because for them to try and sign Teddy Bridgewater, or somebody like that, they're just throwing more bad money into the quarterback pool that's already way over the hill. So their best bet, if I were the GM of the Washington Redskins, I would just say this is a dead man walking of John Gruden. Let's start the process of figuring out who we want to be here for the coach, and just lose as much as we can and try and get as high a draft pick as we can for the new coach that's coming in to be able to pick the quarterback that he wants and just tank the season. Ryan Kerrigan's getting up there. You don't have a quarterback. You got AP. AP, he's the draw that you got right there. What else do you have? Look for making your window down the road. Signing Antonio Brown, who is 31 years old, is a stupid move. It'll put some people in the stands. It'll get people talking about you, but that's all it's going to do. So at that point, you're the Washington Redskins. It is rebuild. Jay Gruden's not the guy. We're going to just rebuild, and we're going to try and get a great coach the following year. If you're the New York Giants, same situation. New York Giants, they had that $250 million defense and stuff. They kind of got old. It's time to purge the roster. If you can get a trade for Odella and get some more draft picks and things, I would do that and say we need to build for a window. Because what you got to understand is, it's like in basketball. It used to be if you were stuck in the middle, you stayed stuck in the middle because you weren't good enough to make the playoffs, but you weren't bad enough to get those high picks. And that's where you are in football, and that's where we were stuck with the 8-8s, 8-8, 8-8s. We weren't good enough to be able to make a run, but we weren't bad enough to get the picks until 2015, where we got Zeke Elliott and lucked the fuck out by getting Dak Prescott. So you've got to go ahead and get to that point. And what you have to understand is, unless you're the New England Patriots, I still don't know how they do it. You have to get a group of guys that are young and let them grow together and try and make a run. No Nick Foles unless backup plan. So, how you doing, Edwin, man? What's going on? How's the weather up there in Minneapolis? We're taking the division again. Okay. Anything can happen. Anything can happen, but we should be the favorite to win the division. Minus 11. Ooh, damn. Minus 11. Damn. David from Colorado, how you doing? Redskins. Every team in the division's got a shot. Okay. Spoken like a true Redskin fan. Everybody's got a shot next season. Keep hope alive, Redskin fan. Keep hope alive. David, I'm great, man. I'm sitting here. Look, I couldn't wait till it's set up in the shop to go ahead. I mean, downstairs in the studio to actually do a live stream here. So I'm actually enjoying sitting here, and it feels just like I'm sitting in my other one, except without the pillow on here. So I'm good. Dante, I want a Super Bowl so bad, and this is what I was actually saying, that the Dallas Cowboys have changed. The Cowboys, there's a sense of urgency. And it makes you wonder, what was this big change all of a sudden? We have been content with being 8-8, 8-8, or making the playoffs, maybe, winning the game and things like that. That Jason Garrett, it's okay, he's the guy and stuff. Now all of a sudden you're talking about going in free agency and spending money. You're talking about, Jason Garrett's job is now on the line. There's all of a sudden a big sea change, and it makes you wonder, is everything okay with Jerry? Is Jerry all of a sudden seeing his own mortality here and saying, we need to get this done before I leave away from here, so he can get his fourth one of his own and the sixth one? Yeah, Victor, he did go. I guess it's going on now. He left about 4 o'clock to go to that. So Patriots are done. Yeah, well, I won't count on that one. We are shut down safety. I agree. That's why I'd like to get Earl Thomas, because I think Earl Thomas can be a difference maker for our team. Oh, sorry, need to adjust something here. Um, I got to do some research on Chauncey Gardner-Jones. Murray's projected to go first. Yeah, I hope the Pats. I'm sick of seeing the Pats in the Super Bowl. I'm done with that. But Chauncey Gardner Jones from Florida, dude is basically begging the Cowboys to pick him. He's a junior, 9 interceptions, I think 161 tackles, 5 sacks and stuff. Start maybe 14 games in his career. Played in like 37. I'm curious to see if he's projected to be a first or second round draft pick, being that he's a junior and stuff. But I almost feel like the Cowboys are about to be going on the Wild West tour here. I'm going to move back over here so I can get these doors on, so that way I can call it a night. So let me move the camera, guys. The sound okay? How about another speedy linebacker with our first pick? I'm not much on us getting another linebacker, unless it just ends up being that we get a first round talented linebacker that falls in. I'd rather have a speedy defensive lineman that's going to wreak havoc, because my philosophy is this: you get the biggest bang for your buck on the defensive line. And let me tell you guys who are new here with me, a defensive lineman can help all three levels. You can have Deion Sanders outside, just Deion Sanders, right? And you got garbage for the other guys. Guess what? They're going to throw out the other guys. If you have a beast in the middle, that beast in the middle that's in the quarterback's face, that's got the quarterback pissing down his leg, is also going to have to be concerned with either being hit by the center and the guard, or being occupied with the running back. You're taking up two people. And if you have a guy in the middle that's taking up two people, then that means the guards aren't getting out on the linebackers. And the way defense is designed, because I've always had this argument with people, because I said Calais Campbell. And they said, but the guy only gets like 50 tackles, a year and about 7 or 8 sacks. It's understand that's huge from the defensive line because defenses are made for the linebackers to make the tackles. Your job is secondary making tackles. Your job is to occupy space to keep the offensive linemen off the linebackers. And you get a guy that's lights out in the middle, it will make your linebackers better. And if you get a guy that's in the middle that occupies the space and keeps the quarterback from being able to step up, that means your outside guys, somebody's going to be free and they're going to close up and it's going to make your quarterback throw faster. So now you've got that guy helping the linebackers by keeping them clean, and you've got him helping the secondary because the quarterback doesn't have as much time. So instead of saying get another speedy linebacker, no, you need a big, nasty, mean son of a bitch that's about 350 to clog up the middle. Because you saw what the Colts did and the Rams did to us with their running game up the middle. They destroyed us. Now, what's interesting, I've got the Alliance of American Football game on right now, is, I don't know if you guys saw Jerry Jones yesterday wearing one of their hats. And you notice that the NFL Network plays the games. You'll notice you've got a lot of former players that are partnered in the league, right? Here's a conspiracy theorist. One, it's a JV league for the NFL, so it's a feeder. It's going to give guys the opportunity. Let's see. Okay. I hate this. Okay, there we go. It's going to give guys an opportunity to get back into the NFL. You see Trent Richardson looking pretty good right now. You've seen, Gavin Escobar actually looking pretty good out there. Fletcher Cox. What about Fletcher Cox? The thing I think the NFL is thinking is about 2022. 2022 is going to get ugly, and I mean it's going to get ugly. You may see a lockout. You may see a strike. You don't know. Something's going to happen, and I think the NFL is planning for that because you're looking at your scab players right here. Of course, Bosch always wants to draft offensive line. Always. The thing is you only have so many people that you can get. I'm okay. Well, I'll put, okay, let me preface it with this. If Travis Frederick is healthy, and we'll know going into April when they start working out how he's doing, if he's healthy, I'm okay with not drafting offensive linemen early. If he's not, then I start thinking about drafting offensive linemen. Oh, there he is right now. Did you guys speak Michael into existence?
No, I heard you, Rob.
No, somebody was just asking how was Wrestling Mania?
It was good. Yeah, the New York City guys saying I had a good time. Wait, so they got safety?
Yeah. Welcome to the house, Michael Anthony Fitness right here, back from Wrestling Mania. Tell everybody how it was. It was good. I told you guys.
No, tell me the Legends are actually going to win the first game tonight.
I told you guys he never gets excited about anything. Just went to Wrestling Mania.
No, it was a live show, but it was a road to WrestleMania.
Okay.
And then they're going to be in DC too, and I might be going to that one.
When is that?
Probably before WrestleMania.
When is Wrestling Mania?
I don't know when it is, to be honest. I think it's in April, but I'm not sure what day. It's on a Sunday.
Okay.
Well, I might be going with that as a New York City Giants fan.
Okay.
Yeah, we had a good time.
Sue is a dirtbag. He's dirty, but you know what? That's the kind of nasty guy. It's not pretty work.
You know, who's the other guy that was with him?
Who?
It was him and then
Aaron Donald.
Yeah, that's
Aaron Donald just signed that. He ain't going nowhere.
No,
but
I could hope and pray that they'll get a big guy in the draft, but they won't.
Well, it'll be different than Rod Marnelli's philosophy.
Because
they don't value the one technique.
I looked today, I see a couple of big guys that we could pick up when they were doing.
Well, that's the good thing on this draft is there's a lot of big guys out there. So you could have
might be a big guy number 2.
You could, but that's what I'm saying. You could have a talented guy really fall to us.
I'll take a big guy at number 2 in the second round. Come on, Legends. At least win the game and make it better next year.
Ah, shit. So now you got to lay down on the job.
The NFL didn't want us to be on. They went 2-2. They went 2-0-3 teams.
Say what?
No, I said they didn't. The reason they changed the game is because they didn't want 2-0-3 teams playing in prime time on NFL Network. That's why my game came on earlier. Because they changed it because NFL they want 2-2.
One more screw here.
The Fleet are in trouble because they're on their third string quarterback.
So what's going on with Michael Anthony Fitness's channel? What you got coming up?
I have no idea.
You have no idea. Okay.
Unless it ain't big news. Well, I'm going out again tomorrow.
We had sorry.
I'm going out again tomorrow.
Had to lay down on the floor here, trying to get these doors. Look at that. Doesn't that look pretty with the doors on it?
My friend invited me to go to her class tomorrow for the morning.
Oh, fitness class?
That's right.
Where's the gym at? Did she invite me to? No? Nobody invites me to anything.
It's an expensive gym.
What's it called? I guess this is too close, isn't it? No to sue.
F45.
Austin Bryant.
It's an expensive gym to go, but they have what's called the
Austin Bryant, LeBron. You hear Raiders are shopping Derek Carr. It wouldn't surprise me because they
might be picking up.
I got to be honest.
If they get a quarterback, they might be shopping them around.
Well, Robert, actually, you guys will remember Michelle, who people have accused me of actually sleeping with.
No, what is it?
She actually lives in Australia too. So yeah, that'd be cool to come have some shrimp on the Barbie. Is that?
Well, is it Murray might be there when you
some kangaroo meat?
Look, Murray might be there at number 3.
Well,
because some other guys that they're saying that might go 1.
Well, I got to be honest. John Gruden doesn't. I hate to say it. I don't know. He doesn't know what the fuck he's doing. For them to turn around and let go Khalil Mack.
But who's the other guy?
Shrimo and kangaroo meat.
Who's that guy that went to the Eagles?
I am not a player.
Wait. Who's that guy with the Eagles?
Not a player.
Who's that guy that went to the Eagles and messed them up?
Chip Kelly?
Yeah, Chip Kelly.
Oh, Chip Kelly.
The only problem is with them is that you're on the hook for 10 years. Unless they want to pay out
Yeah. Well, well, Derek Carr. I mean, one thing. Okay, the only thing you can say about what he's done with the roster is he's freed up plenty of cash because he's gotten rid of all the big names and everything else on there. So with all the draft picks, at least he will be. At least they won't have cap issues. But Derek Carr, I believe they ruined him last year. And here's what's amazing because a lot of people talked about my quarterback, Dak Prescott. He's garbage. He can't hit people. But Derek Carr had Amari Cooper.
No, Derek Carr wasn't good except that season when they went to the playoffs and got hurt. That was the last time he was actually any good.
But remember, in 2015, he was supposed to be an MVP candidate. Ooh, Derek Carr. And I remember.
He got hurt.
Brethren. Okay, you guys remember that dude, right? Brethren telling me about, Derek Carr, he's a great quarterback. He's in the top 100. Where's Dak Prescott? And I said, dude, that's a popularity contest. And if you looked at as bad as Dak Prescott's numbers were last year, they were identical to Derek Carr's. Yet the perception was Dak Prescott is garbage. Derek Carr, he's an elite quarterback. And I was like, but they had the identical numbers. But you saw this year, there's no crying in football. He was crying on the field. Where's Dexter Clinkscale? Come on, man.
Don't tell me they're like you at school.
Devin Bush will be gone. If Gruden is smart, he will be drafting him. Okay.
And I think
Beware of D-Ware. Yeah, well, D-Ware, people are talking about. We had Jalen Smith kept saying, "Come on, man, join us and stuff." And of course, Demarcus Lawrence is like, stop playing with people's emotions,
you're
man.
talking about DeMarcus Ware.
Demarcus Ware, yeah. But Demarcus Lawrence said, "Stop playing with people's emotions."
I mean, if he wants to
Mark, you
come,
got a good son. Treat him to a good steak. Man, I cook all kinds of good food, man. Are you kidding me? Have you seen my ribeye steaks about this thick outside on the Barbie? They're good. Man, I tell you what,
I can make a good steak too.
I'm on a mission here. I know me, okay?
Snap.
I know me. I get on kicks. And when I get on kicks, like it's like I want to do stuff at the house. I will literally for a month or two. It's just like I just want to build and fix shit up, right? And then I lose that, and then don't feel like doing crap. Right now, I'm getting into that mode right now, and what I want to do, I have my outdoor kitchen. I did that probably about 10 years ago. The cabinets are kind of falling apart, countertops getting worn out and things, but I'm gonna redo my outdoor kitchen. And I'm going to make that thing. I'm going to get me a new barbecue. I'm going to get me a big ass barbecue. Because by the time football season comes around next year, I want to have about 20, 25 people here game days. And it's just going to be the sports bar. People are going to come over. They're going to get the Jobu wings, their bang bang sliders and everything else. And we're going to be sitting around talking football. This is my vision in my head. I'm hoping that I can get enough work and stuff together where I can take some money and put it in there, but I'm going to tell you, Cole Beasley won $20 million. Yeah, guaranteed money. Yeah, he's not getting that.
Hey, if you want $20 million, bye bye.
Yeah, that's one of those ones.
We can get someone cheap.
Where I see Sean Lee's role, training to be a coach and a mentor and a backup
Amari Cooper's not
with
getting,
a pay cut.
Amari Cooper's not getting 20. So how do you expect 20?
No, guaranteed. But I mean, that could be like a 3-year deal where he's got 20 of it's guaranteed. I mean,
but it's like Amari Cooper's not getting 20.
You the man. Oh, I appreciate that. It's not affecting us down here. Victor, what part of the East Coast are you on?
I know it's just raining.
Hearns. Okay, here's the thing. It will be Hearns or Beasley. If Beasley wants too much money, they will keep Hearns.
The Hearns was happy to come back.
Cole wants 4 years, $35 million with 12. Yeah, good luck with that.
Yeah, bye bye.
See,
You go to Patriots.
No, Patriots aren't paying that kind of money. Their Super Bowl MVP only got $2 million. $2 million.
But you know what else he got too?
I've had the combine's been on the whole time.
You know what else he has? A ring.
You're right.
You only go to New England to get one.
Keep in mind. Let me say it again. The Super Bowl MVP only got paid $2 million.
But was he a rookie?
I'm a coach in disguise. No. What? God, why can't I think of him?
No, it's different.
He had the beard.
I don't know.
He's another Cole Beasley sized guy. God, I'm having a brain fart.
No, I'll say that someone else because someone else in the same building lost the championship in college.
No.
Went there as a rookie.
Somebody help me out. Help me out. New England, not Gronk. Edelman, Julian Edelman. Edelman only gets $2.5 million a year. Julian Edelman only gets $2.5 million a year. So how is it that Cole Beasley wants $20 million guaranteed?
How many rings does he have?
Thank you. Okay, so let me say that again. Julian. So all these people are saying, "Oh, he'll go to New England." Okay, it's not about getting paid then.
They're going to get a ring.
Biggest need free agency you mean for us or for you guys? You know what, Redskins?
Okay.
Listen, if I'm the Washington Redskins, I say screw free agency. Blow the season off. You want to lose as many games as possible if you're the Washington Redskins this year, okay? You want to purge the roster of all this money, and you start over next year rebuilding your team. That's what you need to do. You need to just say, this shit is broke, and we need to fix it, and the only way we can fix it is, do what we did. We ended up biting the bullet last year and all that dead money from Dez Bryant, from Tony Romo, from those free agents that we signed that basically had a cup of coffee and cost a couple $1 million each. We had $26 million And
Cleveland Brown does
yeah,
not do
right,
that.
and I'm hearing the rumors about Antonio Brown to the Redskins. I get that. That's stupid.
'Cause they only had
It's
about-
if you think that you can win a Super Bowl in the next 2 years, then yeah, you go ahead maybe and try and get Antonio Brown if you think you can handle him. That dude ain't gonna be happy they're losing. Ain't gonna be happy. But I'm telling you, that's what the Redskins have been doing for so long. Is they've been trying to, let's sign a few free agents and we think we're gonna be big. No, okay. But for the Cowboys, okay, the thing the Cowboys have not done in free agency in forever is be in free agency in the early part. We've only looked for depth guys since Greg Hardy and Brandon Carr.
Earl Thomas may be the first in a long time. It might be the only
You
one.
either what the Cowboys need to do is they need to plug. Hey Stephanie, how you doing, Stephanie? We keep meeting like this. People don't start talking. You need to fill one of your holes. Our holes were tight end. You need a running back, to back up Zeke. You need defensive line, two, and you need safety. If you can plug one of those holes up, and maybe it's Earl Thomas at safety, okay? Or maybe it ends up being you get a defensive end or a defensive lineman. As long as you can plug up one of those holes.
One of those guys you can get in the draft. Not safety.
Well, okay, but see, you can't plug all those in the draft, though.
Yeah, but
you need one impact player in free agency.
It's Earl Thomas.
Hey, what's happening, Kathy? How you doing?
What you do is get Earl Thomas, and then you get one because the draft this year is full of defensive
now here's the thing.
guys.
I'd like Earl Thomas, but if we're talking $15 million, no, it's too much. I got one more door to put on here. Let me screw this on here real quick. Mike on the mic, please.
If he wants 10,
you see what I did there? Mike on the mic.
If he wants 12, and that includes $2 million with the incentives.
Well, I'm going to do a video on how you get to $15 million for Earl Thomas.
Now, is that per year or is that for a 2 or 3 year contract?
No, for 1 year. I can pay Earl Thomas if he meets my criteria. But it's going to be an incentive list.
That's what it's going to have to be. That's how it should be for Sean Lee too. Let's come back. We'll pay you the 4, and then if you get the incentive, then we'll give you maybe $2 million incentive. Come on, you gotta sack the man. Thank you. Ain't that defense looking good? We got hurt. See, teams that looking good beginning of the season, like the NFL. Come on now, you gotta sack the man.
Think Daniel's gonna like these?
They're not calling for anything. Ain't number 88. He called it.
30 seconds. Wow, heck of a catch by Huff.
Come on, man.
All right. That's it. Whew. Oh, damn. Knee's killing me. All right, so let's take a look at it. Money is never an issue. Look at this. Hold it, guys. So, picture 70-inch TV right here. Okay, this is not where the final location. I know my shop looks like shit. But we've got, let's crank this up. Crank it up, crank it up, crank it up. 70-inch TV in here. You've got these shelves that are over here with holes every 1 inch for the adjustable shelves.
Oh, come on.
You got storage space galore below, inside of all the cabinets, and right there. So this will be definitely really good. And of course, anybody who just joined in, bam, our newest baby, my baby, look at that. And then tomorrow, after I get all this stuff out of here, I can start putting together all these cabinets for a kitchen. So, how much am I selling that for? That's weird to see on TV. See what on TV? The TV over here. Well, let's not put it on there because I don't want to get shut
No,
down.
I said if you show this, you won't.
With Earl being 30 and wanting guaranteed money in broken leg, yeah.
I'm not worried about the broken
Laces
leg.
out. Okay.
I'm not worried about the leg.
Bell says he wants 50 million. But here's the funny thing. Okay, let me say this
Are you
again.
going to be able to pay that? Because they're the ones that want it.
You can say how much you want, but here's the reality. Bell said how much he wanted last year from the Steelers. Did he get it? No. He sat out. He won't make that money up. That's a year that's lost. You can demand and say that's what you want. Doesn't mean anybody's got to pay that. Maybe the Redskins will.
The Eagles won't.
But the Eagles can't. Okay, like you said, he might go to the Eagles. They don't have the money to pay him. They got about $2 million in cap money.
If you want $2 million,
they would have to gut the team to get him that kind of money. Understand? It all sounds great on paper. Yeah, he's going to the Eagles. How? They have no money.
They're the ones that want him. Oh, come on.
You went to a Cowboys auction, but there was no Cowboys stuff in there? Stephanie, come on over to my house. I got tons of stuff. I got stuff that's it's like I got so much shit that it's put away.
Well, that reminds me to wear my jerseys.
So yeah, and that's the reality. You may want to go to a certain location and get that money, but they don't have it. The Eagles have to sign some of their players. They have to get rid of players and understand that. Yeah, you can pay that kind of money to one guy. But if you don't have a team around you, what good does it do you? And herein lies the problem with the Washington Redskins. They go through and pay a whole lot of money to get one guy, but don't have the people to go around them. And that's the situation with Earl Thomas. Earl Thomas, yeah, you may want that kind of money, but you're looking at teams that can afford to do that or might do that, as in teams that aren't challenging for crap, that have purged their roster. They're young. So, yeah, you could get that money, but you ain't getting that ring. 50 million plus so far. Yeah, good luck with that. Nobody's going to pay him that much money. Okay, here's the thing. Here's what just happened, too, that's going to hurt the running back market, which is going to also hurt Zeke Elliott. Now, this is interesting because when you look at or you listen to Cowboys are talking to Dak Prescott. Of course, DeMarcus Lawrence, they probably won't get the deal done before Tuesday, so they'll tag him and just buy some more time to get that deal done. They're talking to Byron Jones. They're talking to Amari Cooper. But you didn't hear him talking about Zeke Elliott. Because here's the thing with running backs, and I hate to say this, Marcus Mosher said, basically I would go ahead and make Zeke run on, play on this year's contract and pay the option the next year and run him to the ground and let him go, which is the reality of it. Because right now, Todd Gurley just got that big contract, and the Cowboys were talking about, we're going to pay Zeke like we did, like they paid Gurley. But now you're hearing about Gurley having arthritis and couldn't play the last half of the season and wasn't effective in the Super Bowl. So you start realizing that, oh my God, these running backs are great, but it's not for the long term. So now you got to start thinking of, well, what happens if we get Zeke? We get that big contract for him, and 2 years from now, he starts getting arthritis or can't play. He lied about it, too. Lied about the arthritis in the knee.
I don't think you'll lie about something like that.
Well, and here's the thing, Julio. The Eagles can do that. They can restructure a lot of guys. We can do that with Zach Martin tomorrow and get $10 million. But the problem with restructuring, this is where people seem to not understand. Because what I guarantee you people are saying right now, man, that guy's a team player, man. He restructured his contract, man. He gave money back to help out the team because he's about winning. Understand this. There's a difference between reduction and restructuring. Restructuring means the price on that contract does not change. We're just shifting money that wasn't guaranteed to guaranteed money. So any money that you take, if you take $20 million and say we're going to convert that into guaranteed money, you're writing a check for $20 million. And that money is divided up by the length of the contract. So what you're doing is it's a payday loan. You're borrowing money for the cap today that you will pay later. You follow me? And see, that's what the Cowboys, when Tony Romo's contract was $26 million, it was because we restructured it twice to get money to sign guys. Demarcus Lawrence, we restructured his contract to sign guys. Tyron Smith, we've restructured twice to get money, which is why his number is so big. We can do that. You can do that all day, but eventually you're going to have to pay that. And if it's all at the same time, you got problems. So, yeah, that's what the Eagles have to do right now. They're going to have to either cut guys or restructure guys to be a player in free agency. And it's not a winning formula. You can only do that for so much. Giants are expected to get Dwayne Haskins. Okay. Brady gets 14. No, Brady's okay. Here's no. That's where a lot of people are wrong because they keep talking about Tom Brady. His number is 27 million this year. Let me say it again. Tom Brady, they just keep kicking his money down the road. He's $27 million hit on the cap this year. Look it up. Look it up. Go to overthecap.com, okay? You can find out what anybody is paid and how it is structured out. You can go over the cap Dallas Cowboys. You can look and see exactly how everybody's laid out. You can go over the cap quarterbacks, and you can see exactly how the compensation is. But Tom Brady is $27 million this year, so it's a whole misconception that Tom Brady he's underpaid. No, he ain't underpaid. Long-time listener, first-time talk. Calvin, well, thank you. What took you so long to say something, man? Welcome to the show. I appreciate all the support and things. I got to tell you, it's kind of interesting. If I had $1 for every time that somebody's wife has gotten in contact with me. Oh, wait a minute. Hold. Let me rephrase that. Not coming after me, but just commenting and saying, my husband listens to you all the time. I had a woman who came up to me at FedEx Field. Remember? I don't know if you heard her or not. She said, I wake up to your voice every morning.
I wasn't there for that.
I was like, okay. She's like, because my husband's always listening to you first thing in the morning. So I had a woman who sent me a message this morning, and she said that her husband wants to tailgate with me. So definitely, we're going to be doing lots of tailgates this year. And said, I don't know what happened. She didn't elaborate, but she said that they went through a whole lot where there were life and death situations where she was almost lost and stuff. So thoughts and prayers and glad that you're still here. But it's kind of cool when people's wives say, my husband watches you all the time. It's like, oh, that's cool. Thanks. I appreciate it. Little girl I watched during the day knows your face. So a 2-year-old knows my face. Does she have nightmares? Mark is a pimp. No, I'm not a pimp. Got 90s Dallas Cowboys clothes stuff with Looney Tunes. Man, I used to have a starter jacket back in the 90s. It was a 3-time Super Bowl. The one like you see Jimmy Johnson with the. Oh, man, I wish I still had that one. They don't call me. They send messages. Okay, Victor. It's called because I don't do what you do. Victor, see, your problem is, dude, is you are like a dog in heat. Every time you see a woman, you're like,
guys like him, if I was a girlfriend, I'll never put on my channel because guys like him.
I just want a hat with the star on it.
Yeah.
So you want like a classic hat? I mean, like an older one? I mean, it's easy to get. I mean, Lord knows. What's the name of our sports store in Springfield? Because they're a chain, I believe. Springfield Mall. Oh my God. Okay, we'll go over there and check and see if they got any new stuff in there anyway.
But they do.
They'll probably have stuff for the draft.
I know they have a place in Maryland.
There's a great sports store at Springfield Mall that my man. Damn.
I know.
It sucks to get old because I can't remember
anything. Sprint store too.
Yeah, but we'll go back there and shoot a video in there and stuff and talk to them and things.
I know they have one at the mall somewhere in Maryland. They have like three stores.
No, I don't do tattoos. My body's scarred up enough. I don't need any more marks. I mean, Michael Anthony, he's got.
I'm gonna get more.
Look, he's got the star. I'm too old for tattoos.
I'm more.
Your skin starts to. Yeah.
Now when I have kids, I'll get their birthday.
Start to look like crap.
That's about it.
I used to do a lot of fishing. Haven't done it in a while. Just haven't had time. Louise, you got a cowboy star on your face?
That's a little too far. I want tattoos I can cover up.
Well, William, I'm glad that you're enjoying this one, man. Matter of fact, I haven't been really down in the man cave much. I think I did my morning video. That was the last time I was down there. This just in, Wentz already went down by fumble finishing season. Come on, man. Damn. I get one online at the Cowboy store. Okay.
That's crazy.
Stephanie, what state do you live in? Don't tell me location because Victor might be trying to get out there.
I wouldn't.
John's house.
That's what's up.
Your name is inside the 4.
That's what's
Q,
up.
you got you hooked. Oh, Q. Oh, snap. I hope Deidre took a picture of it. Please tell me Deidre took a picture of you signing it because I want to make sure I share it tomorrow. Oh, well, Stephanie, you're just down the road.
That's what's up.
Oh, damn. When was I in Richmond last? I just went through Richmond. Oh, coming back from the Super Bowl. Went back through Richmond.
That's
Wow.
what's up.
Yeah, Richmond is only like an hour and a half down the road from here. That's actually really close. Well, is Kellen Moore creative enough to call the offense? Well, I got to be honest with you.
What's up?
I think I could have called the offense for the Cowboys better than. Oh, we're keeping D-Law. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about that. It's just a matter of they'll franchise. Here's the thing, and this is another thing that people don't seem to understand. You can franchise tag the guy. He's not going to like being franchise tagged, but it's basically a way of also buying you time. Okay? So they franchise tag him. He's going to be able to. They've got until basically July 15th to get a deal worked out. It may end up being that he says, "Screw y'all, I ain't coming in on a franchise tag," and just kind of puts a little more pressure on the Cowboys. But it keeps him from being able to go out on the open market and sign with somebody else. And they just weren't able to work out the deal before that March 6th deadline. And they'll tag him and they'll get it done. Don't worry about that. They know that they're not John Gruden who's gutting the team and all that.
That's what's up. With the hot shot.
Okay. Oh, well, you know what? That'd be cool, North Carolina Cowboys fan. The tailgate, we've done 2 at FedEx Field. The first year, that was the first time I did a tailgate, at least on that scale. We had, what do you think, about 60 people the first one? We had probably about 60 people, and that was really good. We had a great time.
The
second one, we had over 100 people that came through, and we in fact had a 50-inch TV outside.
The only bad thing was the wind, but other than
Well, yeah, the weather was cold, and it was
we had a good time other than the wind.
Well,
We actually were able to
we
watch
actually
the
had a
game.
50-inch TV out there, so
To
that
watch
way
the game.
not everybody went into the game. We had some people that stayed outside and everything else and watched the game. They had a good time. We had tons of food. But Cowboys Experience, ticket broker. Now, here's what's cool. Barry, who runs Cowboys Experience, he's the owner of it. He's actually coming up later on this month. We're actually going to be meeting. But we're looking at making that thing huge. We're talking about they're going to also help put some of the money into doing this thing. So we're trying to get like 200-300 people at our tailgate and basically be the biggest tailgate at FedEx Field. And on top of that, cornerback, I'm okay. Safety, Stephanie. But what we're also looking at doing too is with Cowboys Experience. You guys saw me and Michael at the Eagles game. Is we're gonna do a game trip where it's the Jobu Sports Report takes over Dallas. And so we're trying, all you fans, you get actually a discounted rate if you're from the Jobu Sports Report. But we're going to have all of us going down to Dallas and hopefully getting like a block section. We'll be staying at the same hotel. We'll be having autograph signing with players and things. We'll be live streaming from the hotel and stuff. So it's going to be cool. And we'll be getting that thing actually together. So it is, what time is it? About 9 o'clock? Going on 9?
It's 9:30.
9:30? Damn, it's 9:30.
At least Mr. Marvin Lewis got a job after he got fired.
So it'll be, guys, it'll be tailgating, game, and hanging out for a weekend and stuff.
At least Marvin Lewis got a job.
You do, wait a minute, what kind of dancing do you, Stephanie, you ballet? Is it ballet? Stephanie, is it, I remember you said, Victor, yeah, now, unfortunately, Victor, understand, it's not free. I can't get everybody to Dallas and get tickets and stuff, so it's a package, but you get a discount. But anybody.
Discounts better.
You're Dallas Cowboy cheerleaders? Woohoo! Okay, Stephanie. Stephanie break dances. Okay. What's up? Dak and Gallup finally connecting this year. They started connecting towards the end of the year once we got Amari Cooper. I think that's gonna. I'm excited. I don't know about you guys, but I'm excited about having Gallup on the outside and having Amari Cooper on the other side. If we can, I wouldn't mind having Cole Beasley back, not at 20 million guaranteed, but if they can work out a deal, I would love to see him back as well because now you're talking about a Dak friendly offense, and that's what I'm going to call it now because now you've got guys that are used to working with them. Dak and Witten, there was never a problem with those guys. That will be your security blanket. You got Gallup who can go deep. You got Amari Cooper who can go across the middle and take it to the house or go deep. So now all of a sudden you got a lot of options with guys that don't do the body catching like Terrence Williams where it bounces up and ends up being a pick six. Um, well, thank you, Christian. I appreciate that. I feel bad for Terrence Williams.
But he did too, so. I'm not going to explain the situation because don't be explained. He did that one himself.
Can I send pictures? Yeah, North Carolina's Cowboy fan. Oh, there's E2 Blue in the house. We were just talking about tailgating and the draft trip and stuff. I talked to Clarence. Clarence is in for the draft trip.
That reminds me too. The New York Singer John says he's coming, but he might be driving
to the draft.
Yeah, because he's starting a new job.
Okay.
But he will be there.
Stephanie.
He will be there though. He'll be there. So he's going.
Stephanie, I'm a fan of the Dallas Cowboy cheerleaders and learn from their routines. Oh, and do it for fun for staying in shape. Oh, Stephanie. Okay. All right. So if you want to come to our tailgate and be our Dallas Cowboy cheerleader at the tailgate, so eat thirsty, Mark. No, I'm not thirsty, man.
I'm going to the gym.
I just have fun. And here's my wife's thing. She always says, you know what? It's okay to go out and get hungry, but you have to come home to eat. Understand that. Oh, we are going to the draft. I was just talking to my man Clarence, missing in action, and
I know John,
and we were already talking to my man.
John said
he can drive, but he can still stay.
No. John said, I'm talking about John. He said you can go this time because you can take off work. Because remember last time he had started a new job.
Well,
he'll probably be able to ride with us.
What's happening? Well, here's the thing. Okay, now it was when we first were putting it down on paper.
We had a good time. It wasn't too bad.
You don't want me to think I'm delusional. That you're. Hold it. I don't want Mark. Don't want Mark to think I was delusional, saying I was a Dallas Cowboy cheerleader. So I had to clarify. Amari and Gallup on the outside. Jason Witten, the safe. Yeah, and then right. To me, Sexy Goat. I think it's going to be fantastic.
We had a good time.
Yeah, well, here's the thing.
A good time.
You're better off. Tracy said, F that. You better stay home and eat. No, believe me. I stay home and eat. I said, get your appetite out. Get hungry and come home to eat. I didn't say go out and eat. I didn't say eat out. You guys see I cook almost every day, okay? Jeez. Everybody always trying to get me in something. No, but here's the thing.
Don't get me in trouble.
When we first started thinking about it with the RV, and I had never had an experience with an RV before, okay? We ended up getting a 33-foot long RV. And you start thinking about having 6, 7, 8 guys in an RV. It's kind of like, sounded kind of, you're kind of like, I don't know about that. But check this out.
The RV we had was off the chain.
Okay.
It's off the chain, the one that we had.
The RV we had was cool. It only had like 14,000 miles on it. And over top of like the drive section, there was actually a full-size bed that's like on an electric motor.
That's what John slept.
Okay, so you got a full-size bed there. It had a booth table on it. 4 people can sit at the booth.
Yeah, you can tie it to a bed.
The tabletop comes off and it has cushions that go in it. So that's another full-size bed. Okay. Then there's a couch that's a recliner. It's got 2 recliners on it. That's a bed. Then as you went back, you've got a kitchen that had a 3-burner stove, oven on it, microwave that worked while you're driving down the road, double sink, 20 cubic foot refrigerator freezer that was there. So you had a whole kitchen in there. You go back a little further, you have a bathroom. The bathroom was kind of tight. Now, I admit, the bathroom was kind of tight and all, but you could take a leak going down. You didn't have to stop off at the rest stop to go to the bathroom. All right, and then as you go past that, there's 2 bunk beds right there. 2 twin-size bunk beds. And then you go in the back. There was a queen-size bed in the back. So it was like everybody had their own place to sleep.
And it had 2 pullouts too. You know, the sides pulled down.
Oh, right. And it had, when you parked, it
Yeah,
had
you
the
got
2
full-
pop outs, which
the
gave you more.
pop-outs.
It was like literally being in a house. And it was cool because we had the canopy, we had the TV on the outside. So when you think about, here's the thing. Yeah, there's a lot of people in here. That's like, I was going to go ahead and stop, but, shoot, this is better than Monday night. But what was cool about that was, Edwin, thank you, was we were able to talk football all the way. 23 hours of driving. We were just talking football the whole way. And it was just incredible. What's going to happen with the draft. We had the New York stinking Giants.
Best video ever.
And he
video
was
ever.
hilarious. He was hilarious.
People are cracking up tonight.
But when you think about, if we all flew to Dallas, that's $350 a person. Easily. Plane ticket, right? If we stayed in a hotel, $150 to $250 a night, right? Edwin, thank you very much for the super chat, man. Damn, we rolling in it tonight. And then we got to get a transportation with there, so then we got to rent a car. So by the time you think of 8 people doing all that, we would have spent twice the money and wouldn't have had as much fun. So, the RV I think was for the week was $1,600. We spent probably about $600 in gas. And we were able to park that sucker out there. I could take all my equipment, the tables and stuff, chairs and everything else. Well, I appreciate, oh man, Aaron Ball, I appreciate the super chat. Man, thank you everybody. That helps, all that helps because we're continuing to keep growing with the channel. I'm excited. Anybody who's been here for any length of time knows how much this channel has changed and evolved. When you look at this, guys, I cannot wait to get this thing together with this. And envision this, okay? The New York stinking Giant fan. Philly 500. Both of those 2 guys like to talk. When it's Philly Giants week, having a monitor with each of those guys Skyping in, I'm in the middle as a moderator, it will be like around the horn. When we get to like the draft shows and stuff, building stuff like that, I can be sitting at the desk. We can get, Vosh in there. We can end up getting Law Nation, and then I can have DMV and E2 Blue over at the board, so we can start doing all of our draft pick. Literally having multiple cameras, different views, and everything else. I mean, literally, I'm going after ESPN. I'm serious. Jackie, the shirt's coming your way. Q's been in here. Q signed the shirt today. I got to get a picture of it. And anybody who wants, you want to send me pictures or ask questions, all that, email me at cowboysmark94@gmail.com. I don't always get in there, so give me some time and things. The Cowboys experience costs much. They sell packages, and there's different packages that you can get. I mean, if you're a high roller, you can get sideline passes. You can have Miller Lite Suite. You can have, anything and everything. And then they have regular ticket packages and stuff. They're very, very reasonable. And, if you're a Joe Boo Sports Report person, there's a discount on it as well. But, well, yeah, the tailgates were great. So it's a la carte. You can get what you want to get, depending on what your budget is and things. They do a lot of stuff. Like I said, we were at the Lava Cantina, and we had the autograph signing with Zach Martin, with Travis Frederick, Jeff Heath. We had Lincoln Coleman was there. Lincoln Coleman was funny as crap. And we also had Drew Pearson. So, I mean, that right there, autograph signing, party, and all that. Riding over the game, it was like a bus that had tables, chairs, beverages, and everything else there. We went to, I didn't get to go because we had to get on the field, but we had Ed Too Tall Jones's tailgate before the game. So it's one of those things that if you really want to have an experience, have a great experience, that's the way to do it. Training camp, yeah, we'll be at training camp. Definitely at training camp. This year, hopefully, we'll be there for a few days. And again, Cowboys Experience is going to be helping us to do more and more stuff. I'm the first one to let you know about what's going on with the Cowboys. I get a lot of people that just say you do too many videos, but it's kind of like check my email later, ask a question about the place for this. Okay, Miss Jackie, as soon as I get off of here, I will double check and send it and find out. Deidre had a bunch of people signing stuff, and I don't know if she's sending it out tomorrow or not, but I'll find out as soon as it is, and I'll get you the tracking information. The comments here are rolling through, so forgive me if I miss yours. Now they kind of stop.
Come on.
Did I lose the signal? Odell Beckham and Squad Barkley sleep in the same bed. Okay. Start winning on your own Cowboys blog. Start writing your own Cowboy. James, actually, I did actually write. I used to write for Cover 32.
Please be on.
And I was actually in Yard Barker, and I was on Bleacher Report a couple times. But the problem is I'm good memorizing stuff. And you guys know, you look at my title sometimes and things like that, and you look at it and say, "What the heck were you writing?" Because getting it from here and getting it down on paper was really difficult. But my wife, of course, is the writer of the family. That's what she does with United Way. You guys have read stuff that my wife has done and just didn't know it. So what I would do is I would go ahead and get all this stuff down and say, "Here, honey, proofread it." And she would say, "You're a writer. You have the thought and the concept down. You just can't put it on paper. You just can't do that part of it." So for me, doing YouTube and doing this stuff is I can just go here, sit down, and put my thoughts on it. I don't have notes or cards or anything else. I might put like a topic that I just want to remember to cover, but I just sit down and I just hit it. Start writing. I just can't do that. It's just too hard, man.
Who's that guy that we met that does all the writing?
Who's that?
Brother man? I don't know the guy. There's somebody in Dallas that does that writes.
Mike Fisher?
No, it was a young guy.
Alex?
I think.
Yeah, Alex. Well, he's actually doing. He's working with Best for Business now too, and doing stuff. Well, it's getting kind of late, so I actually have not had dinner yet today. I've been working down here, but
Another quarterback.
Wait. Quarterback hurt.
Quarterback's been going down all weekend.
Well, because they let them get hit. They're not doing like the NFL.
No, one dude got hit. He's like my collar.
It's not like the Tom Brady
that.
hits like this where they call 15 yards.
But he said he had issues because collarbone was popping out. Yeah, on the game that I watched on my game.
Have I ever been to the Supreme Court? Actually, you know what? I have. I mean, I've been outside the building. I've actually never gone inside the Supreme Court.
I went there before.
I actually never have.
The
National Archives, pretty much all the museums. I've worked in most of the museums, but I've actually never gone to the Supreme Court. That's funny.
Yeah, we did work by the Supreme Court.
We did work by it, but actually being in there?
No, I'm not saying we haven't been there, but it's on the mall. And then behind that...
No, it's right behind the Capitol.
Yeah, I think behind that is the White House.
Well, the White House, okay, the Capitol's over here, the White House is over here, Washington Monuments over here, and the mall is in between and connects all of it.
Yeah.
So, all right, guys. I'm actually going to go in here, get dusted off, take a shower, get something to eat, and tomorrow morning, don't sleep on the Dallas Cowboys, and tomorrow night we'll have our live stream. Tomorrow there'll be all kinds of news and stuff breaking. Teams are going to start really getting people signed. Their contract is going to start purging the rosters a lot this week because next Monday, a week from tomorrow, they're going to be able to start talking to free agents. So they're going to need to start getting that cap room and stuff together. Shout out to everybody who joined our stream here and look and saw these. Tomorrow we'll probably be putting these in over at my cousin's house. I don't know if I'll have enough time to put this in tomorrow, but we'll at least get it downstairs because if I start, that means I got to unwire everything that's down there and taking all that stuff off and then putting it back together and then think I'm gonna do a live stream. Yeah, like that's gonna happen.
That was a nice catch.
But
That was a nice catch.
It's going to be cool. So by next Friday, we'll hopefully have the other TV and stuff in there.
At least
So everybody, I hope you guys have a great work week. Like I said, we'll see you tomorrow morning. And unless some news breaks between now and before I go to bed,
Nice catch.
I'm Mark Holmes with